silly old dad's got to go away for a little holiday. And I want you to be a good girl for your mum. Will you, Belle? Ah, of course you will. You're always a good girl.
It might be the hospital.
Ah, why do you think I'm not answering it?
Hello. I'm sorry, he's just popped out to see to pigs. I'm Mrs. Dingle. Right. I'll tell him. Thank you.
Yeah, there's been a terrible mix-up and they got me confused with the fellow what's got cancer.
Don't.
Just trying to get used to the idea, that's all. So what did they want?
Your operation?
Cancelled.
Tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Well, they can't uphold too much hope then. They want me in that quick.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't work like that.
It's only Leeds.
I haven't got time.
Why?
Because Joe Earnshaw's in at 11. And there's all that paperwork to organise first.
Done.
When?
Before you came in. It's all been laid out on your desk. Previous contract, financial file, new contract type, blah, blah, blah. So, one trip to Leeds.
Well, what if he turns up when I'm out?
Well, he can't fault you for being on a mercy mission.
All right. OK, I'm going. But if he does arrive early...
I won't ask him if he's interested in a snog for 20 quid.
Charity.
I did say won't, didn't I? Get your hair on.
I'm sure you get closer and closer to my house every day.
Oh, look at her shaking.
As if. Anyway, my mum's over the moon with me at the minute.
Oh, how's that then?
Because I look smart, I'm making an effort, I've got myself a job. It's pathetic, innit?
And don't you want your family to be proud of you?
You what?
Don't knock it. I was brought up by a bloke who couldn't have cared less whether I were dead or alive.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, well, so you should be sorry. No mama do anything for you. I've had to do it all on my own. When are you going to realise?
Realise what?
That I'm taking the mick, you daft baggage.
I knew you were, you pig!
See, I just see your head and I want to mess with it.
Yeah, well, don't laugh at me.
I only laugh at women I like. Go on then. Get yourself into work. Keep your mum happy.
Don't go yet. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time.
Strictly speaking, Terry shouldn't have told you you could work here without discussing it with me first.
But it's not your place. It's that cow. I mean, Carol's, innit? And I thought you and Terry were both in charge.
Letitia, you've just had a baby.
Aye. And do you know how much it hurt?
Pardon?
Mr. Turner, if I can manage childbirth without so much as an aspirin, I can make a few beds and tidy round a bit.
Yeah, but what about the baby?
It can stay in his pouch. It's what all the modern mums do. If you're not happy with my work, we can call it quits.
Yes, I suppose so.
And I want the proper minimum wage. I've got responsibilities, you know.
Son, I've got cancer.
I don't care what you've got, it's my breakfast, you're not having any. It's a disgrace, him thinks he'll say for a bit of sausage.
Oh, nothing, son. I've done a laugh for weeks.
He's going in for an operation tomorrow.
Straight up, Liz. My dad got cancer.
They're not 100%, but...
It's an hour early. I must have written it down wrong in the diary.
Can we meet up later?
What am I going to do with him? Sean reckons he's wobbly about signing. He might just do one if we don't sort him out.
That's your problem.
So he?
I'll deal with this little mess. If.
All right, be at mine for about 5.
Little blackmailer. Mr. Earnshaw,
Yes, sir, love.
we've taken Charity on as a partner in the firm. She'll work through your contract with you. I'm sure you'll come to an arrangement.
Well, I don't care who does it as long as it gets done.
you're just saying that because I look soft.
Here's hoping. Is that my stuff over here?
See you later.
I couldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, well, why not, you idiot? I mean, if you've left this too late...
Oh, I thought you were going to cheer me up.
Lisa says they're not 100%.
I saw the doctor's face. He was sure all right.
Does Sam know?
Yeah, he was at the hospital yesterday with me and Lisa. I've sent him on some messages. He kept covering me up with a blanket, you know. It'd be all right, but it was a dog blanket.
So I'm the last to know.
Well, does that matter?
Yeah, of course it matters. I'm your son and all.
Ah, too much, my son. You're always out on the rob. I can never find you.
Is it because of smoking?
What?
The cancer. Did you get it off smoking?
I do. I'll have to go someone else horses then.
He knows.
Oh, you've talked Kane then.
Is there anybody else that don't know?
I've been reading up about it. I'm a bit of an expert.
Oh, God.
If a fella's going to get Bengal cancer, this is the best one to get, so they reckon.
Well, where is it like?
Betting shop. It's in Otten. Let's have a cup of tea and then we'll get off there.
It's in my testicles.
I'll go and put kettle on.
You what?
You can laugh if you must, but I'll kill you.
No, it's not funny. I'm just shocked.
Anyway, whatever happens now, I'm going to end up one short.
It's not hereditary, is it?
Come again.
Well, you can't pass it down from father to son. Never mind him. I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's not hereditary, as far as I know. And neither is the tiniest morsel of care and compassion, it seems to me.
Now, that's where you want. It's absolutely beautiful. But there are no facilities, so if you want to pack lunch or anything...
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Finished the bedrooms.
Thank you.
Quite tidy already, really. I mean, this isn't a rampant, dirty weekend sort of place where people couldn't care less, is it?
Not if I've got anything to do with it, it isn't. So how's young Kirk doing?
Well, he's not crying her out, so I suppose that means he's all right. It doesn't mean you can drive a car just because you've got one. I'm learning as I go along, really.
It can't be easy.
I'm not complaining. Save that for me mum.
So when did he first suspect it?
Weeks ago, as far as I can gather.
At least you know what it is now.
But the thought of him struggling on. If you can't talk to your own wife, Angie, he must have been so scared. Why didn't he come to me?
Because he's a man and they get embarrassed.
How many men had died of embarrassment? Try to think what would have happened if them lads hadn't forced him to the hospital yesterday. There's me thinking he's having an affair. If only. I know we've our rows, but I love him to bits.
How's Kane taken it?
Oh, badly. You know what he's like. Can't say right for saying wrong.
Unfortunately.
He's not been hassling you, has he?
No, not at all.
You would say?
Honestly, it's done with.
Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Mr. Earnshaw reckoned the arrangement was 10 o'clock. I must have written it down wrong in the appointment book.
Well done, you.
Oh, and I suppose you've never made a mistake.
Do you know how hard it is keeping older contracts at the minute?
Not as hard as some people might have you believe.
I'll take him out for a pint later.
All done. Even got a 10% increase on last year. Now, I was going to go for 12%, but I couldn't do the maths in my head.
What do you think you're playing at?
Oh, don't thank me.
Is this just some pathetic stunt? Just to show how indispensable you are? I bet you knew he was coming at 10 o'clock.
Oh, grow up!
20 quid for a snog? What did you have to do to get him to sign this?
I talked to him, and I listened to what he had to say, what problems he had with the service and how we could make it better. Then we chatted about the money, and because he was satisfied with everything I'd said, he signed. Doing business is so complicated, isn't it, Sean? I don't know how you and Chris manage, I really don't.
Come on, lots of lads. Hey, you can't disagree, sir. She's a fine-looking beast.
So is Betty, but she can't run for toffee. Why do we always have to pick outsiders?
Well, he wants to bet on a surefire thing.
Me.
Dad,
What?
if you've got a pound on and your horse is at 50 to 1,
Yeah, 50 quid.
hey, that's amazing. How did you know what I was going to say?
I saw the words forming in the cloud above your head.
How are you feeling, Dad?
Sick. Yeah, sick of you asking. Go on, girl.
I know. None of us is getting it right, you know. Because none of us has had to deal with it before.
It's not the matter with me. I'd rather be out here.
Oh, yeah. Like you and me have always got on like a house on fire. He needs you. Put yourself in his place. And you were poorly, and he was hanging about outside.
Keep upsetting him. Every time I open my mouth to say something, I...
Balls it up, I know, I'm the same myself. No.
Shh. He'll hear us.
Hey, Belle. Come on, lovey. Let's go and see your daddy. Yeah.
I am trying my best.
That's all you can do, love.
Told you it was a winner, didn't I?
You said it was a donkey.
Everyone outside, Elise.
Oh, never in the world.
Did you have a punt on it? No, it was a quid.
It was 10 quid and so did I.
At 50 to 1.
Hey, that's £500.
Aye, get off to Bookies, Sam. There's a good lad.
I'll come and all.
Hey, get in the van. I'll give you a lift down and we can pick up some stuff on the way back. Now then, Belle, Daddy going to put you to bed, all right? Yeah? Love, it's a Norman. You see, I told you. Things are going to go your way.
Thanks, love.
Talk to him, Kate.
Do you fancy a brew?
Do you know what I fancy? More than anything else in the world?
Name it.
To wake up from this nightmare.
Lisa said the odds are in your favour. You know, the doctors said...
You know, today of all days, I wouldn't have minded losing that tenner.
Don't talk soft.
They say the chances of this thing killing me are 50 to 1 against.
It's not the same as that.
Well, maybe Lisa's right. It is an omen. A bad one.
So where is she?
She decided she'd done enough for the day and gave herself the afternoon off.
You can't say she hasn't got class.
All right. She did get the deal off that tight-fisted old getter. I'm impressed.
Sean, we agreed we'd try and get an extra few quid out of him. She has done us an enormous favour.
Maybe you and me should start wearing tighter tops.
Don't you think you're being a bit churlish?
How would you feel if Ollie came in here to do a bit of filing and ended up running the company?
OK, so you feel undermined.
If you make her think you approve of her pulling this kind of a trick, then we're knackered. I've got nothing against her.
I know exactly how much rope to give charity, but in the meantime, if she runs rings around us but gets a result like this, I'm quite happy to sit back and admire the view. You get over it, Sean.
Don't cry, Emily. You mustn't cry.
Poor Mr. Tinkle.
Seth reckons he's going to be fine.
Oh, Mr. Armstrong's a clever man, but he's not a doctor, Sam.
Well, the doctor said it and all. They say if you're going to get it, it's the best one to get.
Who says?
I can't remember if that was the doctor or Seth, but somebody said it. Anyway, we thought we should have a little party this tea time. I've been to see Marlon and all. We've got to be a proper family, Emily.
What's this? What's the matter, Emily?
My dad's got cancer. Will you come to ours for your tea?
Oh, Ed, any chance to give me a hand?
Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Oh, come on, I won't eat you.
I'm collecting Emily, then we're going to your uncle's.
Oh, how thrilling. What's the occasion? Marlon Dingle, what's to do? All right. Well, I take it I'm not invited then. Right, well, thanks for letting me know.
Are you all right?
What do you think?
If it's any consolation to you, I won't be welcome either.
You still got asked, though, didn't you?
Hey! You can't have that.
Well, hell no.
You're not supposed to wait out 24 hours before an operation.
Well, who says?
Everybody knows it.
Well, eat what you want, Dad.
What do you fancy doing tonight, Dad?
Oh, I fancy depriving myself of food and ale while hundreds of folk are stuffing themselves and getting blathered all around me.
Wouldn't you rather watch that programme on slugs instead?
Somebody kill me, will they?
All right, then, if it's people you want. Ta-da!
Who invited Alan Titmarsh?
Well, the world must be short of grim reapers today. They've all pitched up in my house.
Aren't you pleased to see everybody?
Hmm?
They've all shut up shop and come special.
Tell me you said that slug programme we're on, Sam. Hey, it's not time for me wait yet.
No, I know, but wouldn't you love to be able to go to your own way, Kay, so you could hear what people said about you?
Hey, even if you were dead, people still won't get a word in.
What is the point of all this?
Because we love him, Kane.
Kane, wonder how many people come and see you if you were ill.
What?
Wonder how many people.
I'll tell you one thing. If I come through this alive, you'll never be welcome in my house again.
He's having you on, Ed.
Still got it on there, Emily.
You're a terrible man, Mr. Dingle, but well, that's why we like you.
Oh, well, worth a try. Sup up, everybody. It's all on the bookies.
Pardon?
Big gob.
Hey, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Aye. Cough!
That's not where you put your hand when you ask a man to cough. You'll never make a doctor, Betty.
Paddy's disappeared. I couldn't get away.
I'm off.
You said.
I know I did. I've had a better offer.
I thought Chris was working late.
It's always you and him, isn't it? I do have a life outside you and your flaming brother. Maybe I'd forgotten that, eh?
So, this woman says to the butcher, do you keep dripping? And the butcher says, yeah, I do, love. Embarrassing, isn't it? One of my favourites, that.
You practised it enough.
Go on.
Can't get little.
No way.
Ken.
Yeah, I'll shift over, Betty.
Hey, you need all room I can get me. I've got 500 big uns stuffed down my bra.
Hey, no wonder Seth's always grinning. Look, if you want me out, you're going to have to chuck me out, Zach. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going to come to the hospital and see you. I'm going to keep coming back till you haven't got the energy to hate me anymore. Because you've fallen out with all of them before now, but you've made me responsible for the badness, and you've got no right.
Oh, come here, you silly girl.
Mother.
No, don't.
It's me, Sam and Belle you should be with, not this tart. Let him cut you open, you've gone pathetic.
Kane!
I need her here.
She knows more about men's bits than any doctor. I'll give her that much.
You always have to drag everything down, don't you?
Why do you need her here?
Because she's got more life in a little finger than you've got in your whole body. You won't be with me when I'm on that table tomorrow. I'll be on my own. But I'm not an invalid yet.
Tell me you want me here.
Not like this, Ken. I'm too tired.
26 years I've had to wait for a dad who meant something to me. All I ever wanted was one tiny moment where I was being put first. At least Shadwack were honest. He loathed me and told me as much to me face.
I don't loathe you, you idiot. But sometimes I find it hard to like you.
If this thing gets you...
Shut up! What?
Start whining to me on your deathbed about how sorry you are. I'll finish him myself.
Oh, Zach, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, well, so will he be when he thinks about it. He's drunk. God, I wish I was. Put some more music on, Sam. It's supposed to be a party.
Don't worry. I'll be clearing off before your guests get back.
I've been very pleased with your work today.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to finish me. It's been nice just having me and Kate pottering around. Nobody telling me how to do things.
Well, bottle feeding seems to be quite the thing these days. Oh, when my children were born, nobody would dream of it.
Maybe your missus was lucky, having a fella to look after her, bringing in the money. In some ways, I'd like nothing more than to snuggle up with my baby all day, but certain people might call me a feckless little scrounger.
Where's Little?
Inside with Sam.
How about Ken?
He's locked himself in his room. I know it didn't go like we planned.
No. Good having folk there, though.
We'll always be here for you. Like you'll always be here for me.
What if it's spread?
It won't.
What if taking that lump is not enough and they have to keep going for more and more? What will I be then? Even if I'm alive, I won't be a man.
You're tired, love.
I'm starving. I don't know about chow chows.
Oh, I rang the hospital. It's 12 hours, not 24.
What?
I knew Seth were overstating things.
Remind me not to listen to that silly old sod again. Never mind dying of cancer. It'll be hunger what gets me.
Please, Zach, don't make cracks about it.
I have to. Everything's closing in on me. If I can just keep joking, keep laughing, not stand still. Do you think if I ran as fast as I could down that hill, I could bust out of myself and get away and be free of it? I've got cancer, Lisa.
I know, love.
I'm terrified of it taking me.
No. Wait.